I do want to talk about QSMP stuff because I promised I would. I don't. I haven't thought about what I wanted to say in terms of just like my plan, you know? But I think overall after like, okay, so 2023 was a year where I experimented with streaming more. I did QSMP is like the only thing that I've done like it, and it was really fun, really exciting. I got to delve into this whole new like world and community, made so many friends. But it's not, I think it got very overwhelming for me in the fact of just, it got very overpowering in my mind, just participating in it, I'll be honest. It's because I think it's a really fun concept. It's got like, there's constantly stuff going on, there's constant story, everyone's got like their own lore and plot, and it feels like every single day there's something new happening, and that's really fun for the audience and as a creator. But at the same time, it started kind of being too much for me in the fact that QSMP is like a full-time job, and I just don't have time to have another full-time job. And I don't know. It started getting to me in the way where content has never gotten to me before. Sorry. And when I say that, I don't mean like anything happened, like none of this is on QSMP's fault, this is on Quackity's fault. I'm just not really built for the environment and community that QSMP puts me in. It's very overwhelming, it's very, everything is exciting and entertaining, and it was kind of like changing the way I thought about content, in the way of like, I just have to be a part of everything. I need to be constantly looking on Twitter and seeing what people say and making people exciting, and everything has to keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and it was really just starting to eat away at my, just like everything, in terms of like work balance, personal life balance, just like mental health. It's just really, really overwhelming to be in. And I decided, you know, a couple months ago, I was like, oh, okay, I reached a point where I decided I just wanted to feel a little normal again. So I took a break, tried to kind of like rebuild everything again, just not focus on it. It was partially the reason why I deleted Twitter, because it was every like moment of the day, if I wasn't streaming, I would be like checking Twitter, seeing what people are saying, and I just don't like living that life. I've never been the type of content creator to be wanting to be like that, and it was kind of turning me into a person that I just didn't want to be. It wasn't like a bad person, but it was a version of myself that I decided that I didn't want to fuel, you know? And it's, again, nothing, QSMP didn't do anything to me. It's a very exciting project, and it's hard to step away from it because it's so innovative, it's so exciting, it's so cool, and I'm so lucky to have been invited, and I'm so grateful for the opportunity to even be a part of it. But unfortunately, I just don't think it's for me in terms of, it's just like too much. And so yeah, I decided I wanted to, like, taking the break, I was like, maybe if I can like get my shit together, kind of figure out like a healthy way to deal with everything and balance everything, maybe it would be something that I could come back to eventually. But after like taking the couple months off, I more and more was just deciding that it would be better to just not come back to it. Unfortunately. I feel bad. I know a lot of you met me through QSMP, and I'm very grateful. I do want to stream still. It'll be not very often because I really only want to stream to record videos. So if that, just saying, it's okay if you only wanted to watch me for Minecraft. It's really okay. And if you decide that I'm not for you in terms of outside of Minecraft streams, then thank you for paying attention to me for a little bit. It was nice to have your viewership, and this is the end of the road for us in our content relationship, I suppose. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else to say about it, honestly. It's like, I'm so grateful for Quackity. He's doing incredible stuff. It's so cool. It was you could say it was too cool. And it was destroying me. I've mentioned it before, I've just got really addictive personality, and I was just a little too addicted to all this just the environment that was in it. Not saying it's bad. I'm just saying I don't think I'm the right fit for it. In terms of like story and like my character and stuff, I did mention to the mods and the admins that I'm gonna be taking a really long break. I honestly asked them to just kill her. I asked them to kill Jaiden, and then if she came back, maybe she could like come back as, I don't know, something. But we can just say that for lore's sake, we can just say unless the admins or like the story writers decide something else, she blew up. We can say she was on the island, she knew the bombs were coming, and she just didn't want to go back. We can just say that. I mean, nothing in store was ever gonna be good for her. I like tragic characters, and I love torturing them, so nothing good was ever gonna happen to Jaiden, because I like being evil like that. But I think that's a fitting message, or a fitting story. She just blew up. Unless, you know, the admins, the character is always in the hands of the admins. So if they want to change things, like they did say that maybe they'll tell some story through lore overall in the server. So if they ever want to do that, that's just whatever the admins want, totally can and totally fine with me. But until further notice, we can just assume that she's dead. Which I think it's probably a good little symbolism overall. But yeah, I'm sorry it took so long for me to say something. I just haven't streamed. Didn't want to say it, like, didn't want to like post a weird document online. It's not really that serious. But yeah, thank you for everyone for joining me on my little Minecraft journey. It's unfortunately met its end, but I appreciate all the opportunities and the people I've met through it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the majority of what I wanted to say on that. Yeah, I'm just moving on, and I would appreciate if anyone is sticking around, would like to move on with me. I don't really want to look back at QSMP for the rest of my streaming career, so it's not that I don't want to talk about it, I just don't want it to follow me around for forever, you know? So yeah, that's my stance on it. Things are good. I'm doing good. I'm doing the best I've been in a while. I think 2023 was good, but it was also very overwhelming and very much a lot for me. So yes, I appreciate your viewership. I appreciate your attention. I appreciate all the nice things you guys say about me. The this community has been the most vocal in support I've ever had, and I do appreciate it, but this is goodbye. This is changing lanes. I'm going to be a much more variety streamer like I always wanted to be. From now on, it'll probably be streams will majority be for recordings, and yeah, that's the plan. That's what I want to do.
Sorry. It's not first and foremost, before I actually do hop into QSMP, a lot of you might have known already, Jaiden has taken the decision to step away from the QSMP project, which is totally fine. I think a lot of people know this, and honestly, I just want to say huge thank you to Jaiden. What Jaiden has contributed to the QSMP as a whole and what the project means, it's absolutely amazing. For those who didn't know, Jaiden talked about it on her stream today. Just a little bit ago, Jaiden talked about it on her stream. She mentioned the reasons why it wasn't aligning with the way she makes content, but she goes more in depth about it. And I just wanted to take this opportunity to, thank all the contributions Jaiden has done to QSMP. I just want to say, before QSMP, I used to watch Jaiden's videos all the time. Jaiden being in this project, Jaiden being in the QSMP has been such an absolute pleasure. Mostly because I used to watch and consume a lot of Jaiden's content, and getting to know Jaiden a little more personally was an absolute pleasure. It was so amazing. And what Jaiden has done, it's just amazing. It's just amazing. And everything Jaiden has done on the server and all, it does make me sad, of course. It does make me very sad, but it's totally understandable. We've spoken about this and makes total sense, you know. One thing about QSMP and one thing about the project in general, and we say this to all creators at the beginning, you know, we got to make sure that the project itself works for the creator. You know, our biggest priority when it comes to QSMP is to make sure that all the creators are having fun and they're having a good time. But yeah, that's something that Jaiden spoke about on the stream, and yeah, I'm very much gonna miss Jaiden. And of course, if Jaiden ever for any reason at all wants to come back to the project, of course we'll be greeting Jaiden with open arms. So yeah, just because I know some people were asking me about it and all, that's a decision Jaiden made, and it's and it's totally valid. One thing I do want to say though, and one thing I do want to talk about is, out of respect for Jaiden, out of respect for the QSMP team, please do not go and theorize reasons, or theorize why Jaiden might have left. Jaiden explained it on her stream, and yeah, because my team has already gotten direct hate messages and really distasteful messages. People are theorizing that it was purgatory, or people are theorizing that it was people are saying fuck the admin team, they did this and that, and I think that's very disrespectful to Jaiden. That's very disrespectful to the administration team. People can say whatever they want about me, that's fine, but I want that to be very clear. Please do not theorize, because it's very disrespectful. Jaiden talked about it on stream. I've talked to Jaiden behind the scenes. There's a lot of things that are talked about behind the scenes that the community is never going to know about. So please, to everyone who follows the project, don't find things to blame. Don't find reasons to blame. I saw a lot of people, blaming certain events or blaming certain things. I saw people sending hate messages to my admin team. And just remember that the administration team is always, working to help the creators, make sure the creators are having a good enough time. All situations are talked about behind the scenes, and at surface level, you can see and theorize 1,000 things, but what is talked about behind the scenes are usually things that people never end up knowing about. So out of respect for Jaiden and her incredible journey in QSMP, and out of respect also for the admin team, because some of my administration team have been sending me like some of the direct messages they've been getting, which are essentially just hate messages. And I just want to say, please be very respectful over that. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. There's a lot of things that happens behind the scenes that the community never knows about. So, you know, again, just keep that in mind. I'm gonna miss Jaiden. I'm gonna miss Jaiden so much. I'm gonna miss Jaiden so much. I remember, and I just want to say like a really like cool anecdote from the beginning of, well, the first few months of the QSMP, because everyone was starting from zero. A lot of the times, many of us would hop in a call late at night and just like grind. And I had so many really cool conversations with Jaiden. So it was such a pleasure to have Jaiden, especially because again, I consumed a lot of Jaiden's content before the QSMP. So it was an absolute pleasure for Jaiden to be part of the project. I do ask everyone to please go and support Jaiden. Despite any of her projects, any of her endeavors, please go and support Jaiden. Go watch Jaiden streams. They're great. They're such a good time. Go watch Jaiden's videos. Please keep supporting Jaiden, because just an incredible, all-out, amazing person. But yeah, that's something that I want to talk about. And of course, out of respect for Jaiden, out of respect for the QSMP admin team, and out of respect for all the creators, you know, who are in their valid position to take the decisions they want to take, please keep that in mind. But yeah,